Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail back with more Dark Souls, and you can see I've done some farming. If that wasn't plainly obvious by having 78,000 souls. That should be part of it. I did do a few things off camera, mainly just because I know y'all don't necessarily want to watch grinding. I did get the Claymore +7, which did involve me killing that bridge dragon. It was not really a very exciting fight. I just constantly poked at it one hit at a time, edging it off of the bridge, and it took about 20 minutes to kill. But I did it because I don't have mad skills. I tried to use gold pine resin, and that didn't work out too well, just because I kept getting my face killed. I also bought the Cadius shield, Cadicus shield, just because I could. On top of that, let's see here, I got some new equipment as well, just while farming, just to have it, including the stone armor, which I can equip for the most part without too much of a movement penalty, but I do want to up myself just a little more. Probably the only other super exciting thing to happen is that on top of getting the Claymore, I did manage to get the Black Knight Greatsword to drop, and this is a good and fun weapon. It just requires a ton of stats. 32 strength, 18 dexterity. It's going to take a really long time for me to get up there. Just having 78,000 souls is not enough for me to level. So I decided instead to stick with the Claymore, mainly because while the battle axe is good, the Claymore has a good reliable stab and has some good hitting combos. So I decided to ascend with that. The battle axe is still a weapon that is fond to my heart, but we're going to start actually by spending some of these souls on pyromancy.
Yeah, I made it out safely too.
That's cool.
I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can use them with a bit of care.
Except you got caught in a barrel.
By the way, I can share my spells with you.
That's
I think
nice.
you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
Aha, do I find the magic's unsavory? No.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance.
Well, that's nice.
Here, first take this.
So I get my pyromancy glove, and what's great about pyromancy
Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer.
is that it's not tied to intelligence. So I can pretty much, let's see, what does he have to sell? Fire orb is okay, combustion is useful, iron flesh is pretty good. Combustion actually doesn't cost too much. Let's see here, fireball is good. Pyromancy is a pretty nice thing here, as I do have a glove that I'm going to be able to upgrade by quite a bit as well.
Goodbye then. Be
So
safe, friend.
So let's go ahead and equip before I accidentally attack this guy. So we are going to put the pyromancy glove off of my main hand. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in my offhand just yet, but for now it's not going to be a bow. So there we go. I have the pyromancy flame. Do I have any spells that I can equip? No, and my attunement is super low too, so
as always.
let's go ahead and let's purchase some spells first. We have Fire Orb, which is pretty important. Combustion, which is nice. Fireball, which is kind of a standard bread and butter. We're probably not going to skip. Iron Flesh is good because it does a lot of defense, but it slows you down quite a bit. And I mean, I'll be pretty slow in the stone armor already, but we're going to stick with combustion. How big is Fire Orb? Fire splash damage, and it's pretty big, but we're going to stick with combustion for now. And we're going to stick with fireball, just the pyromancy basics. Because there's going to be other spells that I can get, but not for a while. But the most important thing is that I want to ascend this flame. And how much do I want to ascend it is going to boil down first to how much do I need to level my attunement. It's probably the first thing. And insufficient attunement slots, so we need to level up our attunement. So how many spell slots do I have? Should be 0 right now. 0, 1, I want 2 slots for now. That's all I really need. And notice that dropped me down a lot of souls. We'll get back there to leveling. So attune magic. For now we have fireball and combustion. So there we go. I have a bunch of little spells that I can cast. Nice to cycle through. There's going to be some other spells I'm on the lookout for, and if I need to buff and raise levels for attunement, I'll need to do that, but I'm not going to do that ahead of time. Let's go ahead and just up our pyromancy flame by quite a bit. So we're going to be going with a melee pyromancy build. Pretty standard stuff. I don't remember exactly how much I can get my flame up to, but I have insufficient souls, so I'm up to a flame 9. I think I can only go up to flame 10. Look at that, all of those souls farmed, gone. So pyromancy is going to be where it's at this time. Now, rest of the bonfire, I can't level up anything right now. I would like to raise my vitality and endurance, but the most important thing is going to be my flame and sword. But I did do just a brief bit of research as well. I know the way I need to go now to get to the Gaping Dragon, also known as the big teethy thing. But just for fun here, let's go ahead and see what does our fireball do damage-wise. 250. That is pretty nice. Although I probably should have saved that, so we're just going to screw around here for a minute and test our combustion, because I do actually want to hold on to my spells. But yeah, it's nice. I used to think that you couldn't have a shield equipped and use pyromancy like a moron. So combustion... for some reason... Oh, I got it. So combustion. I'm so dumb. Combustion is super close range. Which, fortunately, with most bosses, I will be in super close range. Now, I actually thought about fighting Sif once I get everything together in terms of pyromancy. But I'll probably just wait until I ring both bells before I take him on, because I'll have to take him on eventually. And I'll have to take on Sen's Fortress 2. And remember, if you haven't seen earlier episodes or anything, I've never actually gotten past Sen's Fortress in this game. That was my big stopping block last time. So we'll see if I can do better this time here. Chances are is that you're going to see me fail quite a bit. But for now, we're just going to start by seeing what we can do here. Can I repost this? No. Missed that twice, so no back attack either. Taking a lot of unnecessary damage, but my first goal is to unlock the little secret, or unlock the shortcuts to the Gaping Dragon, if I could get my words right here. So let's here, throw some fire. Now, I can't be using my strong stabby attack. Here, let's see here. Can I... I just want to see what this looks like. So, just a nice stab to the chest. Lots of blood. Isn't it a beautiful day when you can just make bleed, bleed, bleed? And I should actually be able to level up at least once by the time I get back there. But it's going to take about 16,000 souls before I can attune a third spell. But really right now I only need two. I do want to get... I keep wanting to call it Unleash Inner Power, but that's me thinking Scrolls Talk, which is bonkers. But there is one spell in Blighttown that I will want to get. That's pretty simple to get. I do, however, think that the route I'm going to take is not going through the top of Blighttown from the depths. I'm going to go down from the bottom. But I still do want to beat the depths first. So we'll just start that process, hopefully today. That's my one big goal, is just beat the depths. And first thing is first, we're just going to be going down here, back down to the correct fireplace. So here we are, this place again. We'll should be able to make pretty quick work of all of this. Saving my pyromancy just a little bit. I'm going to be attacked here in just a moment. And this is where having a high endurance is good. Having the Ring of Favor and Protection is very nice because it does buff my stamina regeneration, as well as giving me extra stamina. As we can see, some people dying here from things on the side. Come on, fire guy. That's got to be really embarrassing. I hope that person died to the butcher and not something else, like these little ones. Touch that blood stain, which for those of you that don't know, are not that familiar with Dark Souls, what you're seeing is other people online, me being connected to them. Like, certain things that happen in the game will affect those around you. That includes stuff like casting some spells will leave a black circle on the ground, which I did not know for a very long time what that did. That's just if somebody casts a miracle, which is a faith-based spell, it can leave a mark in another world, essentially, and buff other people casting spells. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm getting back attacked. That's not good. I thought I had this all cleaned up. I also thought my Claymore would be a little bit more damaging, but still pretty good. I debated going for a bleed build with this time, but it'd be a little different than what I've done before. But then again, I haven't made it so far. Sen's Fortress is not that far in this game, but we're going to go ahead and drop down here. And if I can remember right, there's a rat. There's the rat we saw last time. I should be able to walk around here. There are some items to get. There's one on the other side that I will want to grab here. But first thing is first, I'm gonna have to kill that rat. I have to go on the other side to get that thing. It's probably not a lot, but you know how you can kill a rat? Pretty easy. All you gotta do is just cast Fireball. And hope I don't fall down. Just gonna take a step back every time because pyromancy does make me inch up just a little bit. It's only gonna take 4 fireballs, which is, oh, 3 fireballs even. And 1,000 souls just for that. I do believe that is another enemy that becomes a regular enemy later, perhaps. Or maybe that's just the one giant rat in the whole game. I don't know, but we're gonna try to avoid getting cursed. I did get a purging stone to take with me, so hopefully it's just gonna be once. But for now, what do we get? Spider shield. That was a total waste of time. I started with the spider shield. That's okay. We're just gonna jump down here and hopefully not get attacked by too many other things. There's humanity. Humanity is good. Soul of Nameless Soldiers. Okay. Now the next part of this to get through here is, as I said before, this is all crap that I guess I kind of knew once upon a time, but I've really forgotten about since then, is there are some not happy mice. They're looking pretty pissed off. But the next thing is this area on the left, which is just a little waterfall. We want to stay to the left and not drop down. And we should be near a merchant. We should actually be near the Gaping Dragon. There's a rat. There's a door I can't get in. Oh, let's not get slimed. Because all I'm looking for right now is actually the way to the shortcut to the door, which should just be right up here. Pretty easy to get back to. Hopefully I don't fall down any bottomless pits this time. So, Gaping Dragon's going to be going. I've already taken out the channeler that's right next to him. So we'll see. This could be a pretty straightforward episode. Especially if I'm not busy getting invaded, because there is a whole labyrinth of caves, which you've already seen can really screw you up if you're not careful. If you don't just decide, hey, let's not fall down the pit, but we're just going to go ahead and start here. I know it is a 10 flask, maybe a waste of humanity here. Let's go ahead and level up. Do I want to level up my attunement again? It's not going to get me another spell for another turn. But I probably should level up something. So let's level up endurance. My first goal is to get to 40 endurance. So that way I can move faster while wearing the stone armor. And maybe I could use the Black Knight Greatsword later. It is a... Let me go ahead and show you that weapon. I can't believe I didn't just show it to you before. Like I said, it looks cool. I can't use it effectively. But there it is. It's from a Black Knight. It's not the Black Knight's sword. That is a different weapon. I thought previously that I had gotten this weapon in-game. And I don't know if this moveset is just because is actually what it's like, or if it's because I can't use it properly, but you need 24 strength apparently to two-hand it. And it is a slow weapon, so that's what it looks like for now, is I'm kind of derping it, which is okay. Hitting against the walls is actually deteriorating its durability, maybe. But we're just going to go back to the Claymore. That's what we got. Claymore is a good, fast weapon. Nothing wrong with it. But our next goal here is to take on the Gaping Dragon, if I can just remember how to get to you. Other nice thing about the Claymore compared to the Battle Axe is that it has a gargantuan reach. So if I was in human form right now, I could tell you where things were, just based on summon signs and stuff. So the rest of this is going to be coming from memory. The rat does not respawn. It is a mini-boss. Even if I pirate it to death really fast. So back down to here. This is the normal way to get to Blighttown. This is the non-master key way to get to Blighttown. So we don't want to do that. I could start to pyromancy these guys away, but let's see here. I just gotta remember how to get to the other guy from here. Oh wow, you actually are gonna poison the shit out of me if I'm not careful. I'm poisoned! Awesome. How do you screw that up? Just like that. But fortunately for me, I say fortunately, as I'm about to get slimed again here, I did farm some purple moss clumps as well. That wasn't exactly on purpose, but I'll take it. So there should be a guy over here. This is where I was originally debating buying a crystal sword. He should be around here somewhere. I do not trust that person. I really thought there was a merchant here. Oh, there you are. Just one more over. There's the gate to Blight Town.
I'm Donna of Xena. I'm just
Hey, Dala.
a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
So what do you got? Gold pine resin, which is very useful and very cost effective. Crystal straight sword, crystal greatsword, and crystal shield. All good equipment, they just have no durability. And I fly through durability a little bit, and some very good armor, but not really going for that either. And here's the gate to Blight Town that is locked. So I guess all we're doing for now is just seeing if we can take on the Gaping Dragon. That mouse resets. I really wish I could remember the way to go. That's like the one thing. It's like I want to watch maybe like a guide to say, okay, how do I skip some content? But I don't necessarily... This looks like this is the way. And there's no channeler bearing down on me. So yeah, I think this is it. But I don't necessarily want to re-spoil everything and because I just forgotten. So yeah, this is going to take us to the Gaping Dragon fight. It is a pretty quick run through here. The channeler's not shooting at us. But I just want to go over here because I remember I thought something happening. But when I say that... I called this dragon last episode a bad case of vagina dentata. And I wasn't kidding with that. It is a dragon that's probably going to kick my ass, but it has a bunch of scary teeth gaping out of its mouth. Thus its name. But yeah, we're just going to go down here, poke real quick. I'm pretty sure there's an item I can pick up somewhere here. But it's probably not going to be... Okay, so heavy crossbow doesn't do me a lot of good. I want to say the ring that lets me run through the water is around here. But it might not be. Or I might have missed it entirely. I'll have to look that up later. Because I don't really need it for this fight. It's just helpful. This should all be shallow water, though. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to get a cutscene, I think, and then a fight. Or we're just going to get a fight. I don't know. So look at this pristine area of the depths. And what might be one of the more Monster Hunter style fights in this game. We are in the depths. We are above Blight Town, and there is a dragon with a lot of teeth. And I've heard this is one of the easier bosses in the game. That's probably true. But I'll be honest here, I'm no pro at this game. So I'm probably going to at least die once. But yeah, that is a trope in so many horror movies. It just makes me think of lots of things here. Of course, we do not want it to actually kill us, as it can destroy a lot of the environment. Now, there are some attacks that leave it open. For now, we just want to stay out of its wake of bad things. I just gotta remember its pattern. It's been a while. And I don't have a lot of souls, so it's okay if I die. I gotta remind myself of that. Death is just part of the experience. Okay, so that's your opening. Now I could gold pine resin this. It may be better for me to just dual wield and strike at this rate. Just because this guy takes a lot of damage. Okay, we want to get out of that. Just try and get some pot shots as we go. Play it pretty casual, safe mode. Not get swung by a hand of crap. Alright, so there we go. That's some pretty substantial damage, and now I'm just going to run and heal. Notice that we're not staying locked on here. Hard leather armor, not bad. Just gonna drink while I can. But yeah, I'm not too concerned with staying locked on here. I think one of the reasons I might have had problems with this boss before is that I was like summoning Solarian and stuff. Which, don't get me wrong. Oh, well, there we go. Maybe I probably should have equipped the stone armor before this fight, so if I die, I'll make sure to do that next time, because taking that tail whip's kind of inexcusable. So I'm going to have to heal again here, even though that's exactly the attack I wanted to do to open up. I do not want to get overrun here. I mean, I do have enough stamina to where the stone armor is not too much of a hindrance. And just roll back. Just try and stay out of this guy's way. Just going to take some pot shots here. There we go. Once again, that's what we want. Roll back. Don't get greedy. Now, I don't remember if those puffs of smoke actually curse me like the basilisks, or if it's just going to be fun times. Okay, let's not do anything stupid. No, let's not do... I said let's not do anything stupid. Okay, so he's doing a quick turnaround. He's probably going to charge me in just a moment. Okay, so good roll. Tail whip coming. Managed to roll through that one that time. Once again, not really concerned about locking on this boss. Okay, so don't want to be part of that. And that is a mistake. That was a mistake. I gotta not get my face killed that time. I just want you to do your down attack. And maybe I should be sticking around in his crotch a little more. But the crotch has so many teeth. Okay, so maybe safe to get a hit here. If I could just get him to just pop his face down instead of doing the Bonnier stomp. Okay, so that's me being a little impatient, but I did manage to roll through it, so that's pretty good. The tails on this boss aren't so bad. Unfortunately, that could be bad. 3-hit combo, maybe too much. I got it though. Okay, so we're just gonna let you stop right here. We're not gonna go for another 3-hit combo. We're just gonna try and get our recovery a little bit. Play this conservative. I'd love to one-shot this. But like anything in Dark Souls, things can get very bad in a hurry, especially if you're not aware of your environment and let yourself get caught. There we go. That's the blight we don't want. That's the blight we don't want. Did I just corner myself? Whew. Yeah, that is what we don't want to happen. Because that will slow you and gunk you down. And then everyone has a bad time. Okay, so that attack has a... Okay, so I should... Once again, it's a tail whip I couldn't roll out of in time. Okay, open up. There we go. That's what we want to see. Because you have the slowest recovery from there. I should be able to kill him next time if I don't get killed right here. There we go. Got time to drink. Yeah, I think I got this. I think I got this in one... I think I got this in one shot. I'm going to get greedy here and it's going to probably make me pay. Nope, got it. Last possible second there. So, Gaping Dragon gives me the Blighttown key. I swear that boss took me more attempts than any other boss the first time I played this game, and now he's dead. And I don't know if I can open this door. I think that's just a decorative door, or it should open by now. 25,000 souls is pretty nice, though. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. Actually, I remember the first time I beat Gaping Dragon, I was so excited. I beat him. I got a bunch of souls. I didn't even make it back to the bonfire because I got invaded. So let's see here. Tough enemy ahead. Yeah, you know what? He is tough. But I think my saving grace that time versus the first time I was playing this years ago too was that I didn't lock on. I just did play it straight up like Monster Hunter, where there is no lock on. So praise the sun. There we go. But hey, now I am victorious. I can open the door to Blighttown. But we're not going to be going in this way to Blighttown. We are going to be taking the back door. So all I got to do now is just go ahead and open this. And the reason I'm taking the back door is the reason a lot of people do. There are some very nasty snipers down here. And I don't really like dealing with them from this direction. Because, oh, hello, Slimy. You know, I didn't even use my pyromancy that fight. That's so funny. I could have actually really quickened that fight. If I just use a fireball... Sweet, green titanite shard. Love that. If I just use a fireball... I would have ended that fight so fast. But I didn't. Because I'm so stupid. Why spend 70,000 souls on pyromancy? Who needs it? It's overrated. So there we go. Yeah, I could have ended that way quicker, as I'm sure some of you are sitting there saying, what? Why aren't you doing that? Okay, I'm not going that way. There's nothing else down here that I want. Granted, there's some pretty good items. There is a regeneration ring that's okay, but I like the 2 rings I have equipped better. Because Havel's ring lets me move faster, and that saves me more life. Didn't even use the stone armor. There's just a big checklist of things I didn't do. But as I get used to having pyromancy, because the first time I played this game I was a pyromancer, so I had all of that. And you know what? I'm pretty sure I don't even need to save the bonfire here. I'm pretty sure I can just walk out. So we are going to have a lot of slimes. And there's going to be a guy coming to the right. And this is a pretty good farming spot for just some items here, if you have pyromancy. Like, I can use combustion here and just set this guy on fire. This is a good place for shards and chunks. Fireball should have a splash element to it. Yes, it does. Glad I remember that correctly. Too far out of combustion range. So I should be using some of my money to upgrade my glove, because that is going to be important. No shards this time, but that is a very good farming spot for shards. It's right next to a bonfire. It is easily reset. So now we just got to work our way back out. As there's another guy up there, but I don't really feel like dealing with him right now. Now, to get the pyromancy guy, because I believe I did that off... I don't remember if I did it off camera. Maybe I didn't. There's a butcher here. It's just through that door. There's a butcher sitting up there. You got to kill him. And then dude's chilling in here. Roll into him with the barrel. Don't attack him with the sword, or you will never be able to get pyromancy until you get to the bottom of Blighttown, which is what I'm going to be doing here for probably the remainder of this episode. It won't take me that long to get down. So there's a dog. Let's try some pyromancy on you. No, because you are too fast. No! Okay, so there we go. We're going to have to swing-a-ling-a-ling. But fortunately, I was able to one-shot him that time, so... +7 Claymore, not bad. Now, I did not get the ring that lets me walk through the water, which is really surprising. And I almost feel like I need to look up and remember where it is, because that is a valuable ring for later in the game. Okay, you just ran into a wall because you're dumb. So yeah, I'd call that very successful venture into the depths. That is probably about to be done in by all of these guys right here, because they do actually hit for some damage this time, unlike earlier in the game where they don't. So we're just going to corner ourselves here and let them all come at me. Is there another guy in here? Nope. So this is going to feel an awful lot like the Undead Burg, because it is kind of like the Undead Burg. Whoa, 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 whoa now. Can I S this in time? Yeah. Whoa, my gosh, that's actual damage here. Okay, so we're just going to have to lawnmower this, I guess. Yeah, so let's hear. Gaping Dragon, nearly kill it in one shot. Horde of little zombies here nearly obliterates me. But that's how Dark Souls works. You can't look down on the little guy. You just can't. Okay, so plenty of souls. Probably going to upgrade my glove once. I think I can only do it up to 10. And with that first guy anyway. And then we're going to see if we can get to the Blighttown bonfire. I think that's good content to extend this episode just a little bit, because, hey, sometimes it's about losing and beating our head against the face, and then sometimes it's about actually making good progress. So we'll see. By the way, if you ever do need purging stones, the lady over here overcharges like hell. You want to go up to the top of the Undead Parish. You'll save yourself about... Let me put it this way. If you can buy 2 for 6,000, or you can buy 1 for 5,000. It's all about how desperate you are. But we're going to get to Blighttown in a way that's awfully familiar. We just gotta make it back to the Firelink Shrine first. I say the Firelink Shrine like an old person. There's someone's bloodstain there. I still have not picked up the Ring of Sacrifice. Maybe I should at this point. Maybe I should get trolled by this guy. Okay, so are you actually going to throw... You're not going to throw fire at me today. And what could you possibly have? Hollow Warrior Helm. I'm saving that just to sell it later. How did you die? You probably fell down, didn't you? Yep! There's not too many ways you should be dying on that area, but if there is, that's one of them. So simple, effective. Not getting a lot of back attacks. I think the Claymore actually has a different spot for back attacks. Let's see if I can do one here. No, no back attack today. That's really a skill I got to get back to, though. Not so much for bosses, but it's definitely going to help me in Sin's Fortress, since I'm not speedrunning like a fiend through here. So let's start over here with our friend the Pyromancer, who for some reason I could not pixel him and find.
Oh, please, as always.
So teach me Pyromancy. Fire Orb, still decent, but Flash Sweat, I don't know. Let's modify equipment. I think getting our flame up is most important here. So it's here. Oh, I can do it up to 15 here. Well, let's go up to that.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything.
Because I can farm souls as needed for some other junk here. But for now, let's save. And let's go ahead and make our way to the bottom of Lighttown. Or die trying.